Hey guys, yeah, it's still hard to determine exactly where the sergeant's cruiser went into the raging water. You see, they have Three Rivers Park, which is right near there, near Judson Avenue and Jacksbridge Road in Woodbury, and there's a big cornfield in between those two streets. And you can tell how raging the waters were there today. All sorts of vegetation and tall vegetation laying flattened. A woman we spoke to who lives in a house right next to Judson Avenue said about 10 years ago it happened where a young lady was driving her car on Judson Avenue, and then all of a sudden her car went into the Pomperaug River. So it's a Pomperaug River which is met with a series of streams in the area of Three Rivers Park there in Woodbury. So somewhere in that area, either on Judson Avenue or on Jacksbridge when he came over, that's exactly where it all happened. Now, this morning, when we first learned about this, we got an update from TFC Pedro Muñez of the State Police about exactly how they learned about it all. In the area of Three Rivers Park in Woodbury, vegetation completely flattened by what were no doubt raging waters overnight.
And last night we did have floodwaters 6 feet over flood stage, so that area was underwater.
And at about 3:30 this morning, a state police sergeant was traveling through this area when he made a frantic call back to Troop L.
In distress, stating that his vehicle was being swept away in the area of Jack's Bridge in Woodbury.
The trooper's cruiser was located somewhere along the Pomperaug River later in the morning. Then, just before 9 o'clock,
the trooper was found and immediate life-saving measures were taken, and he was transported to Yale New Haven Hospital.
The fire chief said it's entirely possible the trooper didn't see the rushing water because there are no street lights in this area.
It is an area that is prone to flooding.
We had multiple resources in use to include Trooper 1, Eagle 2 which is New Milford's helicopter. The Coast Guard came to assist as well, as they have the ability to hoist people up and down.
Not releasing his name at this time as more family.
Now, one of the residents in the area, as I told you about 10 years ago, said this similar situation happened with a young woman. And a man who lives in that house said when the corn wasn't there, he can recall a couple of occasions where there were white caps of water on that cornfield in and around Three Rivers Park. Just an amazing scene it must have been this morning, and we thank the sergeant so much for his service. Pray for his family. His parents are in the air right now, coming here from California. We're live here in Litchfield. Tony Terzi, Fox 61 News.
Over 26 years serving the state of Connecticut, a somber day at Troop L in Litchfield. Tony, details obviously still limited. We're